gonna go in on the 1 and the 3. That's a throwback reference for the real touchdowns and tangents listeners.
Some vintage.
It really is. This would be really great elevator music. But like
we gotta just start making this a rap show and just have some random rapper come in here and spit for 30 seconds.
Bro, so what I did in college, it can be done.
Hey, just spit to this beat.
They might really spit on the mic though. And then you gotta, like, fam, don't really, like, some rappers. Remember that one British dude? He's like skiddly pop 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 or some shit.
Was it the one at the
Man's
Glastonbury?
not hot. He goes like, man's not hot.
What's good, everybody?
He would always spit into the mic. It was a lot.
Live from the Good News Sports Station in Hawthorne, California.
Touchdowns and tangents.
Your favorite place for NFL takes, topical tangents, live for the culture. To my right, it's Kenny. What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. It was hot. It's been hot as hell. Like, it makes no sense why it was so hot today. It's just frustrating.
As always, repping the alma mater, CSUN. Shout out to the Mad Doors.
Of course.
And then to my left, we have our resident Bears fan, the Chicagoan / New Mexican. What's up, Eric? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to be 3-0.
Who y'all play next?
I don't know what that's like, man. I was just happy with 2-0.
Indianapolis this weekend.
And whenever you play the Packers, that's when you're going to be like whatever your winning total is in 1. So they're undefeated until they play the Packers.
Yeah, I really want to beat the Packers. Really
you think you can?
I don't even put it in my mind, man. I'm not. That's a rivalry right
After
there.
the third eye,
Yeah.
like the history's not in my favor.
No, not recently. No, but
then Devin Hester came out talking shit about Jay Cutler. I'm just like,
well, who didn't talk shit about Jay Cutler, man?
That is true.
I remember when he got traded or acquired, and my roommate at the time's like, no, man, you guys could get him. I'm like, fuck that. And seriously, like hours later, it broke. He was a Bear. Ugh.
He's the all-time passing leader in your franchise.
Yeah, no, it sucks. But that's not much, though.
And to the far left, of course, we have our favorite. What are they called now? 40. What's the beach mascot now?
Dude, it's quite
the
not
Dolphins?
my favorite. It's the Sharks. I don't want to hate on my city.
What was it before? Wasn't it like the
49ers?
49ers, yeah.
49ers, and then for a while it was just like the beach. And I don't know, I kind of like the vibe of that. But then there's a vote online. Our
future marketing guru, Izzy, how are you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. How are you?
Good.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so this was supposed to be our 200th episode, I think. Yeah. For like 8 episodes. I think we
totally
kept pushing it back.
Off a card, by the way. They really mean they're happy to be here.
But yeah, no, yeah, I'm just saying that just in general, just to open it back up, because we have to talk about that, bro. We've been hyping up the 200th episode for how many weeks?
And we don't even know they count anymore, because there's like 4 episodes that don't count as 4
We're like
episodes.
Tupac post mortem albums. We just keep coming. Like, doesn't matter what number it is.
No, it's really like, yeah, because the opposite of that would be Justin Timberlake constantly putting out music no one wants to hear.
I guess.
Like, the only thing worse than that is that Kanye.
I disagree, but I
did you like Man in the Woods?
No. Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm about to say, if you like Man in the Woods, you can get the fuck out right now. We're not friends anymore.
He had like 1.5 good albums.
Wow.
That's true.
See, where were you on the music podcast? Because now, like, I'm feeling a lot of Justin Timberlake. Hey, you said 1.5 albums in his whole career?
Like, if you took all the songs you listened to, yeah, not including NSYNC. Not features.
Not features, so nothing with Pharrell or Pusha T.
Like, just stuff you could listen to. Like,
that's a lot of Timberlake. So really,
anyways, we're on a tangent, man. I think we're deflected from the fact that you messed up the episode count, but it's all good.
Don't say me.
It's all right, man. It just gives us that much more room to, like,
to be honest,
celebrate the 200th episode.
Spreaker says 199. And it's like really pissing me off. Like, I don't know if they're fucking with us on purpose, because I know I've counted.
Because there's like some other bonus stuff we've uploaded on there that's hidden, like in a separate season or whatever. It's like
I have to keep counting. Draft. Yeah.
So that could be it.
And I keep going back.
When you look at the full thing of what we've uploaded, it's probably $199.
I go on iTunes and I went on iTunes and counted it, and there's a couple bonus episodes that we did.
Yeah.
Does it count barely? A
but you can't use iTunes. You got to count on Speaker.
Oh,
okay. Speaker's the official.
Okay. No, we don't.
Outside of the good news,
we don't count barely a tangent.
Hear us live every Thursday.
Indeed. Shout out to our affiliates, X-Quad affiliates, and FPS.
FPC radio.
Oh, I said FPS.
Shaking my head.
I don't know what the FPS
Fucking
is.
up the money. Fucking up the squad.
Nah, there might be, like, I'm just going to manifest. There's going to be some company called FPS, like their tech company, and they want to invest in us. I'm just going to manifest that now.
But yeah, besides the 200th episode, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get topical takes and tangents.
And can I say this? Like, I really have thought about it. Like, I think our last 100, I think everything after 100 was better than the first 100.
Yeah, definitely.
But like,
we've definitely come along
in maturity and tone. Because when I look at Cuts, Sounds, and Tangents overtime, that's like 59 episodes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of anchors and stuff that we uploaded. And I'm just like, so we have about like 300 episodes if we really count it. Plus the stuff we did before Touchdowns and Tangents was actually its namesake.
Damn. We're just that underground podcast.
Nah, like we're better, we're doper than all the other podcasts that are more popular, but I don't know. It's weird. Like I go back and look at our stuff. I'm like, we're more accurate than a lot of people. We have personality. We just don't have like a big money person backing us and other things. But like, I feel like our whole catalog is really fucking fire. That's what I'm really just trying to say.
Yeah, and with that, we're in what, week 4? Week 4 of the NFL.
Indeed.
We just had a Thursday night game that none of us watched.
I turned it off. Oh shit! Pierre Desir is having the game of his life. He had like a Madden. I called it a Madden glitch rage quit.
Shout out to him. Wasn't he like a?
He was homeless.
Homeless.
Division 3. Then got a fat contract with Indy and. Yeah,
he was with the Browns at one point, right? Wasn't he with Seattle too? I think so.
Yeah, he floated around. So with him, he had a pick earlier on the sideline, which is like if you were playing Madden, like he literally toe dragged it for like 3 yards, caught it in his hands. It was like a perfect interception.
That's dope, man.
Because Brett Rippin out of Boise State was trying to throw it away, and he intercepted it, but he was getting beat by Jerry Jeudy. Like he got mossed, embarrassingly. That's like the highlight of the game. And then he just had a pick 6. So, 2 trash-ass teams. They're probably going to play really dope music in the locker room, but they both suck.
And the Monday night game wasn't much better, which was kind of disappointing considering those are the last 2 MVPs facing off on Monday night.
And they're under 25.
And they're both supposed to be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, it just looked like Patrick Mahomes is unstoppable. And
I think Baltimore,
he's a year smarter.
I know his leadership was in question, but without Earl Thomas, the Ravens just aren't the same at this moment.
They re-signed Chuck Clark.
And
got rid of Earl Thomas.
They got to figure it out. But yeah, at this point, week 3, what about you guys? What any touchdowns, turnovers, takes, or tangents from the weekend you guys want to go on?
I mean, I agree with you with the defense with Baltimore. I mean, that defense. I mean, you were thinking people were edging out that they can be better than the Chiefs because their defense is so much better.
Yeah,
but they just fell apart. Or either that Patrick Mahomes is literally that out of this world, and he put on a show. He had 5 touchdowns himself, and he's worth every bit of that contract. That was insane, and you could only, when you hear that kind of money, especially in the NFL where nothing is actually guaranteed, that he's worth every penny that they're signing him for. So I mean,
it's also Mark Ingram. I think he's taking a step back. He only has like 100 yards.
Yeah, Gus Edwards is still good in his battering ram type role. J.K. Dobbins is kind of coming along, but mostly those receivers have regressed as a group.
Yes.
And Mark Andrews dropped like 7 passes. It felt like 7 passes, but he dropped 3 gimmies. He dropped passes early and often, and if he's not getting going in the passing game, and those receivers aren't getting run. And if you're using Hollywood Brown like a slot receiver, it's just not the same. And I mean, the one good thing was Devin Duvernay, their rookie, had like a 91-yard kick return for a touchdown, the first one of the year. But other than that, if they're depending too much on Lamar.
I agree.
Like, they literally this offseason should have said, wide receivers, running backs, we're literally just going to run routes. And, like, I feel like Greg Roman, this is the part where you have Greg Roman as your offensive coordinator, that your offense progresses. Like it did with Kaepernick in, San Francisco. Eventually, they couldn't keep doing the same stuff over and over again because it wasn't working. The passing concepts were very simple and vanilla, and I think you need a better, like a quarterback coach at this point to push Lamar and like make him demand more of that offense, passing wise, because running they're gonna break him down. Their whole offense is gonna cease to work because they're depending too much on him. Whereas Mahomes, he chucked it up off his back foot to McCole Hardman like 60 yards downfield. Like he made like a corner fade route to Tyreek Hill look like the most accurate thing I've ever seen in my life. So their offense is clicking. You got Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs, honestly, I don't see anyone really beating them.
No.
Unless a major injury happens or COVID happens or they sit their starters. But that offense just has a solution for every defense it plays, and other teams' defenses are going to crumble, like the way we saw the Ravens.
Do you think that if Mahomes wasn't hurt last year, that Lamar would have been the MVP last year?
I still say Lamar.
Yeah, I think so too.
You can't do what Lamar did, like, and not win the MVP. He's like, I think fifth or between fifth and seventh in the league in rushing overall. Led the league in touchdown passes, had a really high completion percentage, and he didn't. That was like his first full season as a starter. He didn't even play a lot his rookie year. And again, in Greg Roman's offense, because it's geared towards QBs who are mobile and trying to learn and expound on their ability from the pocket. But I felt like he has to take that next step and maybe get, I don't know, somebody from the Andy Reid tree, maybe someone like, I don't know, whoever's on Peterson's staff in Philadelphia. Like, they got to get a QB coach in there. Like, they gotta get that offense moving, that passing offense moving, because it's literally killing them, and it's only going to get worse. I'm like, honestly, I just think Roman's days might be numbered in Baltimore, but he'll still have a job somewhere.
Is he? Anything from the weekend football?
The Rams made me so sad. At first I was like, oh, they're just gonna get their ass handed to them, and then I was like, oh snap,
they came back.
Yeah, they're kind of coming back, and then I was like, oh, they have this.
And they were like, psych, let's break your heart.
Shout out to my fantasy team, but that was some bullshit.
Oh my god, nobody cares about your fantasy.
3-0, bro. Mostly with Rams players on it.
But watching the Chiefs play from somebody who doesn't know football, it's just like pretty. It just looks like
that's
nice
true.
To watch.
I think even if you know football, it's pretty.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. It's high powered. There's a lot of scoring.
So many formations.
It's just there's so much going on, and
it's like 7-on-7. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's like, oh, we could run their playbook with anybody on the street.
Yeah,
and we'll put up 60.
This is like Madden in real life.
Yeah,
it's
this is NCAA football on
pro
freshman mode.
Yeah,
are they just impossible to read? Or